this knowledge being spread. It's like warm butter across the bread. Smooth, I know you like that. Flow with the grain and don't fight that. You want righteous love, you found the right match. With Marty McFly, they on the right track. Yeah, gotta dig the dirt to plant the seed. Spread roots till you sprout like a tree. Donnie Jones, she the one you wanna see. Donnie Jones Live, this is where you wanna be. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live.
Welcome to Donnie Jones Live with your girl, Donnie the Tree Lady, and
that guy, Marty McFly, that's trying to make it do what it do. What's going on, Miss Donnie?
Oh my goodness, dude!
I already hear you in a new location. You don't move places in your house anymore.
I didn't really move places. I moved rooms.
You move rooms, okay.
Yes. So I'm in my living room, or I'm in the main living room? The main living room. Or we call it the music room.
That's when you know that you got too much house, when you can't
No, Marty, come on, man. We're not even gonna start off like this.
We halfway live in, but we don't fully live in. This is just the showroom. You know, you got a showroom in your house. That's wrong.
Marty. Okay. What I'm saying is that instead of calling this a living room, we stopped calling it a living room. We called it the music room because we have a guitar and we have a piano in here and stuff, but you can't see the piano. So this is where my daughter practices. So we started calling it the music room, and we call the other room the living room, or either we call that one the living room. So that's what I'm saying.
But do any of y'all really do music like on a professional level yet?
No, but they're taking,
How do you make one of the rooms in your house a music room?
Because it's got instruments.
A full grand piano.
No, it's not a full, you know what?
Okay.
I normally wouldn't even do this, but I'm going to show you. That's not a full grand piano. That is just a regular piano. And I got news for you. Guess what?
That's a baby grand.
I don't know about pianos, but I just know it's not like,
Okay, just a disclaimer. If your piano has a booty, okay, if it's a grand piano. It might be a baby grand, but if you
it does.
Yeah. You got a baby grand piano.
It was used.
You still got a baby grand piano in your house as a practice instrument. Okay? Understand that some people just get a keyboard, but you got a baby grand in one of your rooms saying it's just the practice room, it's the music. And it's on the main floor. This ain't the basement or the attic. It's yeah. Anyway, Donnie, how was your week? We just gonna skip. How was your week?
Over that, because we are about the people. We're about community. We're about connecting. And I don't want to say anything that makes it sound like I'm not grounded, connected, down for the count.
Donnie, I'm trying to save you. How was your week?
Thank you. I had a great week. Last week was a little rough.
Oh yeah.
But I've had this week has been a good week. This week has been.
Catch everybody up, because it's like we've been on vacation for like a week and a half. So catch everybody up. What's been going on with you? In this entrepreneur life. The arborist life and everything. Because trust me, I've been dealing with a tough week myself. So but we'll get to mine in a second. What's been going on with Miss Donnie?
Growing pains. And one of the biggest things is, I think we talked about this, was bringing in new blood, which we're blessed to bring in new blood. We brought on some amazing new people, but it also stretches me thin because you have to go through the training process. And when you go through the training process, especially if you don't already have systems set up, there's things that fall through the cracks. And sometimes those things can affect your bottom line.
Yeah, the money.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, exactly.
Not about the money.
When you have somebody that has been with you for 10 years, a customer or a client for yours has been for you for 10 years, and they feel neglected because you didn't return a phone call or something like that, that kind of stuff, kind of bugs you.
It's funny how close entrepreneurship and business is so much to ministry, because I have that same thing that people say, you ain't called me in a couple of weeks. And
yes.
Valuable as your member, as your sheep. So I'm going to go somewhere else,
Yes.
And it's like,
it's pretty much that. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, you
You
know,
can,
but
well,
and unfortunately, you can't cuss your clients out.
no, I can't. Well, you can't cuss your members.
You know,
You can't curse your members out.
you don't supposed to.
No.
I'm just saying you don't supposed to, but I feel like they want me to keep it real, so I keep it real as much as I can.
Exactly. And then the other thing is that this isn't a hard thing, but it's just getting acclimated. My kids are doing hybrid, meaning hybrid school. So one day they're in school and the next day they're virtual or they're at home.
That's
Well, I've also, with us growing and me bringing on new people, in my mind, I said, that's going to allow for me to be at home earlier.
You want to be home with your kids earlier?
Yeah, I love, girl, dude. I was going to say, girl, dude, I love being at home with my kids. I absolutely love hanging out with them. You know how a lot of people say teenagers are a pain? I literally feel like I hit the jackpot with teenagers. I really do. Because my girls are fun to be around. They enjoy being around me.
Day with them too. That whole afternoon, everything with them too.
Well, on the weekends, yeah. I mean, but when they're doing hybrid school, they're actually online on the computer. But it's just nice being in the house and hearing their voice, or, getting off early enough to where we can go to a little coffee shop and hang out and stuff like that. So I wanted to be able to do that. And I think I started building up frustration because that wasn't happening because of my schedule. So I just had to take a time out and go, okay, I'm the one that controls this. And I think you even called me out on this. You're like, who makes your schedule, Donnie?
Yeah. Yeah.
No. So another lesson that I'm learning, it was a week of lessons. Another lesson that I'm learning is that it's okay to say no. And there's going to be some people that are unhappy with you when you say no.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get okay with you got to become okay, or I've got to become okay with people not being okay with me.
Yeah.
And be disappointing people. I try not to do that with clients, but sometimes whether it's a friend or, a business associate, that I just can't, because family comes first.
You can do that with clients too. Being okay to say no, because sometimes clients only want to pay you a small amount. Yeah. And you got to be okay to say, I'll pass.
Yeah.
I've had some clients that said, well, all we can do is pay you $25 to do this, $150 job. And it's like, you okay to say,
I'll pass. Yeah. I want to talk about that during our entrepreneur section. I want to talk about that. But Marty, by the way, you guys, you are listening to Donnie Jones Live with Donnie Jones and Marty McFly. For those of you that are listening to us in various cities, we want to give you a shout out and say thank you, whether you're in Greenville, Little Rock, Killeen, Texas, Atlanta, wherever you're listening to us. Thank you. And I actually saw somebody that had picked up one of our videos off of YouTube, and they were in Australia. So if you're in Australia, hello, thank you.
And we apologize that Donnie doesn't sound like she's on a microphone. She's just in a room, so we apologize for that, but we're making it through.
Making it through.
You looked at me like you don't be saying that. But anyway, no, my week, Donnie, has been an up and down week, and I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I've had some tragedies during this week, and and my biggest one, I didn't know that it was going to hit me this hard.
Right.
And I think people can relate to me, that during this week, and I'm going to just be honest with you, it kind of broke me down and made me realize what are really important to you in your life.
Yeah.
Your day to day. So I misplaced my TV remote, and it hurts, that I can't find my TV remote. I don't know if
Marty, I'm done with you. I'm so done.
It hurts me.
I'm done with you. You know why? Because
I can't pause. I can't rewind. I can't just search, and it's just.
I'm just done.
It's dealing with me, Donnie.
I personally thought you were going to talk about the thing that actually did happen that I think a lot of people will relate to. If you're not ready to talk about it right now, that's fine.
I'm just saying I'm putting them in priorities, because it's like I cried for a couple of days because of my TV remote. Now, granted, I had an animal that passed this week. You know, one of my favorite close animals. They passed, but I cried just a little bit less than I did for my remote. And then I got a brother-in-law that just passed. That it really hurts me deeply, but I can get over that. But you know, that pause.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It just.
But you do know you can go to Best Buy and get another one. So
it ain't the same. You know,
it's not the same. It's not the one you came up with.
It's replace. You know,
right?
Because I lost something. It ain't.
Now you were talking about my sound, which I hope I fixed that. But now I'm having a problem with your sound.
It's your.
But y'all forgive him.
Yeah, it's your internet. But you know, if I my thumbprint on my remote, just it ain't gonna be the same no more. That thumbprint, the way that it caressed in my hand.
Oh my goodness!
The same no more.
I think it's time to change the subject.
I just said, you know, pray with me. I'm trying to get over this. You know.
Well, I'm gonna keep you in prayer for that. But I want to kind of hone on the fact that you said you did lose.
Here's the thing, Donnie. I'm not trying, and this is for everybody. This moment in my life, I'm not trying to go through it. I'm trying to grow through it.
Yes.
I'm trying to get to a better place.
Because,
yeah. You know, you don't notice how much things mean to you until they're gone.
That's right. That's right.
I didn't realize how much that remote meant to
me. My goodness, dude.
It was gone. And
I am really struggling with you right now.
I got to get up now and I have to walk to the TV and try to do it manual. And I have to read a manual to figure out how to change the channel. I'm
going to start thinking he's struggling for content right now because I'm like, dude.
Look, if anybody feels me, hit us up at 1-888-349-DONNIE. 1-888-349-DONI. If y'all can relate to me, I'm saying when you lose something that close and
yes, special. You mean like a family member or a dog or a cat? I totally get it.
No, see, a remote don't talk back to you.
That is true.
You don't ask you nothing. You know, it don't whine at all.
Except for batteries.
Well, see, that's yeah. Look, if y'all got a thought, hit us
I'm
up.
just saying.
1-888, you gonna just cheap.
You know what I realized?
I just lost a close thing in my family.
Okay, well
and you just trying to cheapen it, but we're gonna pay some bills and we'll be right back in a few seconds. It's just
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know.
Listening to Donnie Jones Alive with Marty McFly and Miss Donnie Jones, and
y'all pray for Marty.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live.
Welcome back to Donnie Jones Live with your girl, Donnie the Tree Lady.
Okay, you got to move the mic back a little bit farther back from
I thought I did move the mic. I moved it.
Yeah, we gonna work it through, but okay. You're back with
Donnie. Do I need to move the mic even further? Is that better?
Okay, yeah, that's great. That's great.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you listening to Donnie Jones. What was your thought? You had a little thought.
Okay.
What's going on?
You know, I was listening to Oprah. And I remember her saying something about how if you don't learn a lesson, God will tap you on your shoulder. I'm paraphrasing. He'll tap you on the shoulder. Then he'll kind of, hit you with a, slap you. And then if you really don't get it, he'll hit you over the head with a 2x4 until you get whatever the lesson is. And I know for myself, I didn't realize that a lot of the energy I have comes from anger. Like I grew up with a lot of frustration in my home. We had a lot of humor and a lot of laughter, but the undertone was also a lot of hurt and anger. And so I think sometimes I operate on, like whenever I'm on or what I think is on, it's because I'm frustrated and I'm trying to get away from something or I'm trying to make something happen. And then things don't go my way. And I get all this, inside. And then I might be able to make something happen, but I'm not enjoying the process.
Right.
And I realized that I allow myself to be angry over stuff that I should not even be angry about. What does that look like in real life? I have an issue with technology. You're very good with technology. Me, I sometimes struggle with it. And so I have a couple of apps on my phone that help me organize my day. But lately they've been getting frozen. And so all of a sudden, I'm going through my day, everything is going good, and a couple of apps will get frozen, and I have to unload them, download them, or whatever. And I'll start feeling like anxious and angry, and this is ridiculous, and I got stuff to do. And I said, how long have you been doing this every time something doesn't go your way? And I started consciously thinking this. Why does this feel so familiar? This isn't healthy.
Yeah.
You don't want to admit it, but you like operating like this. And you would get this is me talking to myself, Donna, right. You would get so much more done if you would let go of being angry over stupid stuff. I would sit at a stoplight, and the stoplight is taking too long to change. I'm mad and frustrated. Technology, something, how when you try to download something or go on Google and it's taking forever, I get mad about that. If I'm trying to call somebody on the phone and I need a question answered and the phone call isn't going through, I'm getting mad at that. I realize a lot of my adult life, even though I seem like a happy-go-lucky person, I turn to anger really quick because it's a habit. And so I feel like I want to say to people out there, if that's you, start readdressing where you get your energy from and see if it'll help your day flow better, help your energy flow better. Stop choosing, and it is a choice. Stop choosing to be angry over stuff that there's really nothing to be angry over. Yesterday, same thing happened with technology. By the second half of the day when I made this realization, this app started freezing up again. I said, this is just a piece of technology. There's a glitch or something in it. I just got to figure out what it is. I don't have time to figure it out right now, but let me use my iPad instead of my phone to get this work done. And I did solve my problem. I unloaded, and then when I got to a stop, I took the app off the phone, put it back on. It ran good for a couple of hours, then it started glitching again. I said, that's okay. It's just something in the software. I emailed the people that we get the software through, asked them to check on it. That's it. Yeah. But we've had this software for about 6 months, and for 6 months, I'm like, every time this happens. Not a healthy way to go through life. So I don't know who that was for, but I just felt it in my spirit that I needed to address the idea of figuring out where you get your energy from and how you operate or how you navigate through life. Because sometimes people navigate through life off of anger and don't even realize that that's what's fueling them, as opposed to navigating life through love and peace and compassion and growth, and spirituality. So yeah, I have all those other things, but I realized yesterday that a lot of what fuels me sometimes is me being, I got to get hyped up to get angry about something. So I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there.
There's a lot really to unpack in that, and I don't want to get too serious this morning, but it's a thought of understand that our brain or our subconscious enjoys being in the relaxed moment. The things that when it's on cruise control, our brains and everything, we enjoy that. We love that. The inner us love going through things that we don't have to think about because we don't have to put more energy in. When things doesn't go our way, that starts frustrating us because we got to apply more energy. We have to start thinking about it. We have to start applying it, even though it grows us, but it's a new challenge, So when we go through things that don't go the way that we planned, you got to understand that it's a new growth opportunity in us.
It is.
That you planned that this operation would work right. It didn't. So now that you have to use more energy, but the thing is, those are the things that grow us.
They are
better, and don't take them to heart because it's at the same time, the way you face things is a big outcome of how you deal with things. If you face it with negativity, like, oh my God, I can't do this. I don't understand why this is happening to me.
Yeah.
It would take it as, what? I got to do this. This is going to be a new learning experience.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it through, So, all in a nutshell, you the way you face it is going to be a big outcome for you, a great thing. I'm trying to think of some kind of extra,
You ain't got to think of nothing extra because you know what popped in my head?
Yeah.
which literally is considered is off topic. When we were on the break, I said, you asked me a question and I paused. And this is generally the segment where we talk about current events, but I think I've taken up a lot of time talking about anger. But
we ain't gonna say what
I'm not, I haven't made a decision.
What? I'm not.
I'm struggling, y'all.
No.
I'm just gonna give him the number real quick before we even get into the subject. Before we even get into the subject,
you don't know.
I want to write down this number before we even get into this subject.
This may be the last.
1-888-349 Donnie. That's 1-888-349-DONI.
I'm gonna put it out there.
888-349-3664. At least I think that's the number.
Beautiful people, this may be my last time on this show. I want to just say that, I do understand agree to disagree sometimes.
I do.
But if she is where I think she's going to be at.
I am.
I'm going to be honest with you, just as a moral compass. And, if you're with me, call me and just
I'm trying.
I'm not by myself.
Did we give him the number yet? 1-888-349 Donnie.
Donnie, please.
I am struggling.
Please don't. Don't. You might. Okay, Donnie, I'm just letting you know you might lose customers too.
Okay, well then let me say it another way. I don't want to lose customers. I don't want to lose listeners. And I don't want to lose the 154 people that are now subscribers to our show, but we want to make it to 1,000 by the end of the month. Okay, by the end of September.
I always said you was a Republican. I always said you was a Republican.
I'm not Republican, y'all.
If you're even thinking about what I think you might be about saying, you on the other side.
Okay, I have a question. Have you listened or read, which I read, through the Biden tax plan?
Donnie, don't go down this road, sister.
I'm trying.
I'm gonna be honest with you, girl.
Do you understand how that affects capital gains?
I love you to the core.
Do you understand how that affects capital gains?
Don't go down this road, please.
Okay, I'm gonna say it real quick. I'm gonna do it like a Band-Aid. Okay, I'm gonna do it like a Band-Aid, y'all. Here it is. I am struggling with my decision to 100% commit to Biden.
Wait. No. You gotta say it a different way.
I can't say that because I can't even let it come out my mouth.
No. Because you just had a whole bunch of people cut their radio up right now and say, what the? They just looked at their radio. They looked at their radio just now and said, did you just, because it's not about voting for Biden. It's about voting against who's in there now.
Right. And I don't like the guy that's in office.
So don't even, no.
Just help me.
No.
Okay, as a small
Harris, the first Black African-American that's, female that's going to support.
Okay, you got me back. Okay, I'm good now. You brought me back in. Okay. I'm going to get back on the microphone. You brought me back in.
Yeah.
You got me. I forgot about my girl. My girl's up there. Okay, we good.
Yeah.
You got me. Look, y'all, in 1 second, what was it? That took you 2 seconds? No, that took you 5 seconds. In 5 seconds, he brought me back in. He did. He brought me back in because we're going to have the first African-American female vice president. Okay, you got me.
1-888-349 1-888-FIX-Donnie. She needs some help. I understand.
Okay, it's all clear to me now.
Yeah.
So basically what I got to do, I have a good accountant already. So I just got to make sure that once Biden gets in, that I just have that my accountant stays up on her game. And I got a really good accountant.
Yep.
Because I am not.
Yeah.
Not.
No.
Support a 39% capital gains tax. And I'm going to go from 21 to 28% on corporate taxes. And I own a corporation.
You want to run in your neighborhood without being, well, anyway, look, we got to take a quick break.
I run in my neighborhood now, and there's still a struggle.
Yeah, and you don't foster that. So anyway, you're listening to Donnie Jones Live with Donnie Jones and Marty McFly. We're going to pray, and we're
gonna pray without ceasing, but you brought me back. Look how you brought me back.
We're gonna be back. All right. Yeah. Hold that thought. We'll be back.
Yeah.
It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live.
Back to more Donnie Jones Live with Donnie and Marty McFly.
Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live.
Welcome back to Donnie Jones Live, where you have the prophet, Marty McFly, that just brought me from off the edge of...
Donnie, I'm going to be honest.
What's
I
that?
don't think that there should be a whole lot of push to get you off the edge. I'm saying in the climate that we're in right now, if anybody, I'm sorry, if you think that the president of this United States right now is doing a great job.
I do not
think that he is about pro-life, about black people or people of color. If you think
he's not.
So even a glimpse of voting for him.
Okay. But as a business person,
you lose all credibility. For me, I'm saying you just.
I just told you I'm voting for Kamala Harris for president.
Okay, vote for her.
That's what I'm voting for.
Because right now, just listening to it's like, is this a dream? Do you remember Back to the Future with Marty McFly when he went back to like the future? And
yeah.
President and Biff was. That's how I feel like I am right now.
Yeah.
I woke up into like a different reality. Like, wait a minute.
But Marty, here's the thing, though. I agree with you wholeheartedly, and I know we joke a lot about this, but I will say something. And I know you're not crazy about Charlemagne the God or whatever, but here's my thing. And Common and some of the other people, especially in the hip hop community, they are 100% right when they say that Democrats have got to start earning our vote. They got to stop taking our vote for granted. I live in Atlanta right now, and you're also in Atlanta. I know you're in the community that don't have some of the issues that.
I'm in Atlanta. Don't discredit.
Marty. You got wheat fields, corns, and cafes.
Time out. You ain't technically in Atlanta.
I am more in Atlanta than you are.
How you gonna say more in Atlanta? That's like saying I'm more black than you are.
Okay, let's stick with that. That's what I mean. Democrats have a monolith of who they think we are as black people, and that's what they cater to. I don't feel like they cater to the small business person. I don't feel like they cater to happily married couples that want to put their kids in great schools. I don't think they cater to black men. I don't. I really don't. I just don't. I think they cater to single. I think they cater to single parent African-American women, and they cater to the LGBTQ plus community, which I support. And I think they cater to avocado toast eating millennials. And I think they cater to white women. That's who they cater to.
Let me say this. I think they cater to people that are struggling. I think that they cater towards people that are trying to make a difference, and some of them...
They do cater to that, but what are their policies to help those people?
Okay, well, better yet, because you're right. So tell me, what do you think Trump's policies are?
Oh, he doesn't have any policies, but at least he's honest about the fact that he's not trying to help us.
So do you think that it's better not to even have a plan, but I'm honest that I ain't got no plan?
No,
after 4 years.
No, I don't like him. You know, I don't like the orange dude. I don't. I'm just saying, if you're in a mess, why go jump and put on another messy diaper?
Okay, but
we are going to put on the messy diaper because, there's light at the end of the tunnel, because who knows, we may wind up with Kamala Harris as president, and I'm going to rock and roll with that. I'm good.
Look, I'm down with anybody other than Trump.
Okay.
I'm saying I don't care if it's Ferris Bueller running for president.
Right.
I would vote for him. Anything other than Trump right now, because the understanding of that Black lives doesn't matter under this presidency.
And you're right.
You know,
And that's the only reason why I was voting for Biden, because of all of those reasons. And then his tax plan came out. And then, did you hear what he said today over in, what was it? I don't know if it was today or yesterday or the other day. He was in Kenosha and he was like, oh, well, I'm not going to lay any more out about the tax plan because they might shoot me.
Okay, I can believe that.
You can't keep your foot, he can't keep his foot out of his mouth?
Wait. So you're going to support a president that said grab him by the...
Nope, I don't support it. I don't support either
or a
one of them.
president that says, you know, things happen. People are dying and it is what it is. That person, I'm saying this is what we got.
I don't know how many times I got to say I do not support 45. I do not.
If you denounce the one that is possible to take him out.
I'm voting for Kamala. I'm voting for Kamala. You got me. That's
Okay.
what I'm voting for her.
Let's stick with that. Now, being real, what is her views? Or are you voting just because she's a person of color?
I'm not just voting because she's a person of color.
Okay,
I feel like she has the backbone to stand up against injustice. Yes, I know she was a criminal prosecutor or prosecutor, attorney, whatever it is. But I think that she does want to implement programs that will help, and she will try to bring everybody together. I don't think she's just.
I think both of them are trying to do the same thing, her and Biden. But because Biden, he's been skewed to be, you know, the bad guy, whatever.
I don't even think he's a bad guy. I just think he's senile. But he spoke for 20 minutes the other day, a couple weeks ago. So
denouncing him is you're saying that you are good.
Yeah, I'm voting for Kamala. Here's what I'm going to do. Right. Marty, I'm voting for Kamala, and I'm gonna make sure I've already got a really good accountant. I'm just gonna make sure I save every receipt and document everything like I'm supposed to, because I'm not.
It just dawned on me. I can understand why. And this is a big breakdown with a lot of the America today. People that have money, and Trump is trying to save your taxes and save you all the money. It benefits people like you.
Don't say people like me, Marty, because you do well for yourself too.
Okay, but
you know that honestly, if you look at the tax bracket.
Time out. Where I live at, and my weekly budget is a lot different than your weekly budget and where you live at. You know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't putting you out there, but when you got Caucasians cleaning your pool, you in a different bracket.
Oh my God, dude!
You in a different bracket. You know, I got little John out here just trying to cut my grass, and I got to give him extra to get the cut grass up. You know, when you got people out there that is blowing out your pond, your pool and everything.
Marty, you also know some of the challenges I've been through. You personally know the ups and downs. You personally know.
You got different people challenges. You know, who gonna come into work for me today? That's different.
And how am I? And payroll was a little tight, and I got to get another truck, and two trucks broke down.
Donnie, it's a big difference than you try to figure out how to pay people versus people try to figure out how I'm gonna get some money. You know, I'm just saying it's a different lifestyle. I'm trying to figure out how I can get some money, how I'm gonna pay these bills, and you're like, well, how can I pay all these people? You know, I know we got you know, it's a different lifestyle. Like we said earlier, you got a music room. You know,
you bought another car.
People in my lifestyle, we got a music corner.
Didn't you just say?
You know, we got maybe areas in the house, or go outside and play your clarinet.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut him off, but I'm trying to think of something to say to cut him off.
It's the real in the game.
Okay, how about this? I'm voting for Kamala. I said it.
Okay, you get a gold star. You're back.
Thank you.
You're back with the people of color.
I am. Thank you. I ain't never left the people of color, personally, because I am a woman of color. So there. You know what? Ain't you supposed to be, ain't you supposed to be saying something spiritual right now?
Nope. That's the next segment. Nope. Now everybody gonna know Donnie Jones is live right now, and you live on a different side of the tracks. We understand that, but it's all good. You know,
what? Here's the thing, though. That's what we got to stop doing as Black people. We got to stop separating each other because of the size of the track and realize we are one, and we're all different. We're all diverse, but we are a community.
No.
And a community is made up.
Time out. I would believe that, but Herschel Walker, Vernon Jones.
They are Black people. They are Black men.
Yeah, they Black men, but they're no longer.
You can't say, but I'm tired of that. Stop
They're no longer on our side of the
Joe
track.
Biden said that. Who's Black enough? Vernon Jones, I don't agree with everything he says, but that man has a right to vote for where he believes he should vote. Same thing with Herschel Walker. And the thing is, you know what's so jacked up about 45? I don't agree with his policies, even though, he is not who I want to support. Up until this election, prior to him running for president, Black folks loved 45. They liked him. I lived in New York, okay? Black folks loved Trump. They used to love Trump. They did. Now, we see this colors.
She's not voting for Trump, but she's just qualifying him. Go ahead. Continue.
I'm not qualifying him. I do not want a racist in office. I do not want somebody that says all lives matter. I do not want somebody that says grab them by the you know what. I do not want somebody that says, well, there are good people on both sides.
But the person that Vernon Jones and Herschel Walker supported, you can agree with them.
But what I'm saying is that if this is all we got, and we've got, it's going back to that lesser of two evils. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and commit to Kamala, okay? But
I love you, Donnie.
It's a struggle with Biden.
I love you, Donnie.
It's a struggle. But I'm voting for Kamala, so there. I'm just saying, we got to start making them earn our vote. I don't care if they're Republican or Democrat. They need to start earning our vote.
You know what's sad? I'm going to just say this on air. I don't believe you. I love you, but for some reason, but you seem like one of those undercover Trump supporters. I don't believe it.
I used to, okay, up until the election of 2016, and then when he started running for president, I did. I had books by him as an entrepreneur. Of course I did.
Did you vote for him on the last one?
No.
I don't feel confident in your answer. So anyway, 1-888-349-Donnie. That's 1-888-349.
I voted for Hillary and I didn't like Hillary. I'll vote for Biden and I don't like Biden.
Fix Donnie. She on the other side.
Oh, so you really liked Hillary?
Yes, I did. Anyway, we'll talk on the other side of this.
You are so full of. I didn't say it.
You think Trump has done a lot better than Hillary would have? Okay. Anyway, we're gonna take a break. Y'all see where she's at. We're gonna take a break, and
y'all don't see where I'm at because I didn't say. You know what? We got to take a break.
You'll be right.
I can stop being mad. I just sit up.
Yeah, you started the whole.
I started a whole conversation about anger. Do not operate from a place of anger. I'm gonna operate from love.
We'll be right back. Love y'all.
It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live.
Now, back to more Donnie Jones Live with Donnie and Mardy McFly.
Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live. Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live.
Hey, you are listening to Donnie Jones Live. I am Donnie the Tree Lady.
And I'm gonna just jump in. I am that guy, Marty McFly. Just here. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, I don't want y'all taking my black card. I am going to vote for Kamala and Biden. I am.
Okay, we're not going to take her black card, but she has to renew it every 6 months. Like
every 6 months?
You got to do an evaluation of how have you been voting lately?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, but seriously, guys, we got to, here's what I will say. And then we're getting off this subject. We're going to have to come together as a country. There are people that vote differently from us that are not racist. They just see things differently. There are people that vote the same way as we vote that also are racist, and they don't even realize it. So we're going to have a real conversation about trying to be serious, and Marty is pointing at me. We're going to have a real conversation about race.
Yes.
We're going to have a real conversation about mindset. We're going to have a real conversation about school. Our kids are not being prepared for real life. And when they get out in real life and get hit with real life and they're not prepared for it, sometimes they're making some not so great decisions. And my thing is—
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are you talking about because of the pandemic that they're not being educated right because of the pandemic? And I want to make sure that I'm clear on this, because that's another argument that's out there, that it's like, well, our kids need to go to school. And it's like, there's a pandemic going on. And then the Republicans like, I don't care about the pandemic. Just put them out there. And then there's other things.
I was trying to stay away from the pandemic. I'm just talking about.
I just want clarification because
I'm trying, Marty.
Our kids need to be educated better, and and I just want to make sure.
I'm talking about what we teach our kids. We need to teach our kids the truth in this country. I am not going. We are on the last segment, and I'm not going to talk about the pandemic because then we're going to get to fighting about that too. So we're not going to talk about the pandemic. You know what? I am so proud of us.
You don't believe in the pandemic?
I am so proud of us, Marty. You know why? Because we went through a phase where there was a little bit of struggle to get away from the pandemic, and we were always starting our conversations with it and starting the shows off with it. We went through about 4 or 5 shows where we started that.
I guess if trees don't catch the coronavirus, it ain't true, huh?
I want to say that I'm so proud of us.
Just saying.
Talking about the other things in society that's going on.
What's going on other than police killing? And I'm saying, look, I just signed. I didn't even realize it was a free subscription to the next black guy that gets shot. Because you get this like every week now, a new black guy getting shot, and I didn't even know it was a series. Because it's like 2020. You got people getting chased down in the streets, like run away black person, let's shoot him. They killed him. Let's step on this guy's neck. Let's put a bag over this guy's head. Let's shoot this girl while she's asleep. It's like a series right now. It's better in what was it? In Power? Power, or all these other.
I denounce all police brutality. It has to stop right now.
Don't you put?
I do not think that is a laughing matter. I don't think that's part of a joke.
Don't put a button.
Lives. What?
Don't put a button there.
There is no but. You were the one that just brought this up as if it's like a series, and it shouldn't be. This has to stop. It has to stop. It has to stop right now.
And don't go up there and say, well, there was good people on both sides.
Yeah, exactly. You don't do that. I was trying to get to the point where we all have got to get to a point where we can work together. However, we also got to talk about some responsibility on our own part and educating ourselves.
However is another word of saying but. And I just said, don't put a but in there. But you said, well, however, we need to. I'm just saying. I just gotta.
I give up.
I gotta call a spade a spade. I give up. Well, however,
if you have a comment, call us at 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-DONNIE. We would also want you to like, share, and hopefully after this conversation, you will subscribe, because Marty has painted me as a Republican, which I'm not. I'm independent.
Her favorite color is red.
I'm wearing orange today. You're wearing red today.
It's just faded red, and she is, not really voting for the Democrats. I just want Kamala.
But I got it. But on a spiritual note, I do believe that God is in control. I do believe that in the end, we are going to be okay. And I do believe there will be an end to all of this craziness and violence and stuff like that. And I do believe that someday in this country, we will be seen as equals and we will be treated fairly. And it starts having a dialogue, and it starts with us being honest about the history of this country.
And it starts with us getting that dude out of the White House.
Yes.
That's
absolutely.
where it starts at, getting him out and getting some new blood in.
I agree. I can't wait for Kamala to become president. It is going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And you know what, Marty? I'm going to be praying for you. for you to find your remote control. I'm going to be praying over your family member that passed, and I'm going to be praying over your dog, because you know what? They say that God will never give you more than you can handle. And I think sometimes people, what's that?
I'm going to pray for you too.
Well, thank you.
You know, I want to pray for you to get an enlightenment that a guy that wouldn't even let people of color, you know, get into his apartment.
Oh my God. Are we back? How are we back there? We're changing subjects.
I understand that all people of color matter, just like all lives matter too, but people of color matter also, you know, and it's not, you know, just what you can make out of life, but how you can with the people.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Didn't I try to change the subject to be more spiritual? And
I'm in a spiritual zone right now.
Oh, okay, go be spiritual. Okay, go ahead.
For all the things and asking God to help change the atmosphere in people's lives that are around me.
Yes.
The atmosphere is
praise God.
Publicized. You know, I want to change that atmosphere for him to understand, allow him to come into that soul and understand this is a democratic life that we need to be moving forward towards. You know, and
people make decisions that are in the society's best interest, their best interest.
Not just
and understand that capitalism is not a bad word. Lord, I just thank you that we can agree on both sides, that we are human and we should be treated as such. I'm thankful that we're walking in that. Right. And I'm thankful that that is going to become the new norm.
Yes, that we can have communion with people of color and alcohol of color, not just are biased to the color of the communion, you know, that all come to the table.
Wait a minute. You want to have communion with Hennessy? Is that what you
Yes, I want to feel the Lord burning down my throat. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. True. You know, you going.
Okay. I gotta say this now that we've said communion with Hennessy. The views of this show do not necessarily reflect the views of this station.
I want some Jiffy cornbread to eat with.
Jiffy cornbread has a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Would you try to think I'm a diabetic? I can't eat no Jiffy?
No.
Is that what you trying to say? I can't get no Jiffy.
I'm trying to say
Jiffy. I'm gonna get some Jiffy. If I gotta put in some more insulin or whatever, and just that little chemical, you know, thing is.
No, I'm struggling this show. I can't bring him back. I can't
deny me on my bread. No, just saying. Call it what you can.
Communion is made with cornbread. I'm just saying. I don't think communion is made with Hennessy.
Take away my ancient mama.
So now the body and the blood is Hennessy and cornbread.
Hey.
We're gonna be put off the air. I'm telling you that right now.
Look. You don't took my ancient mama. You ain't gonna take my Jiffy.
No. Guess what? What's his name? Is coming out with not to do a segue, but talking about Black businesses and us empowering each other and changing the narrative. It's one of the African American rappers or entrepreneurs that came out with a replacement for Ancient Mama. That it's a Black owned company. It's for pancakes.
I hope not that they try to rebrand Ancient Mama.
Yeah.
No. See, Donnie.
No, they did.
I was playing with that, but see.
No, they did, Marty. They did.
Time out. Just have syrup. It doesn't have to be black syrup. It doesn't have to be white syrup. You don't have to try to stereotype us. Like, what if they have the snack chips, you know, nut chips or whatever for African Americans? Don't try to cater to African Americans. Have just a regular product. That's the selling out product. Thing.
I can't find it.
When you have Ancient Mama biscuits, Ancient Mama syrup.
Spell Ancient Mama.
You can't even. It ain't a word. Ain't a real word.
How do you spell Ancient Mama?
Ain't. That's not really right.
Is it Aunt Jemima? Wait a minute.
Donnie.
I can't even. You know what?
Donnie.
Okay. All I'm saying is that an African American gentleman wants to replace those pancakes, and I was trying to find it. I can't find the article. If I find it, I will post it in our. I will send it to you.
if knowingly, would you have a substitute Ancient Mama syrup in your house?
No. Well, I don't use Ancient Mama. I use real maple syrup.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't.
Here's the thing. You have a diverse household.
Exactly. But even without the diverse,
everybody in your household might not relate to Ancient Mama syrup. So why you looking like that? I saw your eye just wiggle. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Just have a equal across. We have syrup, not just specific. This the African Americans.
It should be no, but I'm saying he's creating a company that makes pancake mix that's black owned.
Okay, it's a black owned business, but it ain't black pancakes. It's a black owned business. I'm saying a guy that has a black owned business.
But he's branding it for.
How do you
I don't understand what you're saying. I'm getting mad. Okay, back to anger.
Do you make them what black, green, and red pancakes? Like this is the African pancake now, and this is from our heritage. You have the Black Panther, logo in front of it. Really? No. Look
what he's doing.
We gotta go, Donnie. Hit us up 1-888-349 Donnie. That's 1-888-349-FIX Donnie. Or just 1-888-349. Yeah, Donnie. Hit us up.
I can't find it. I can't find it before we finish up. But I think that we should promote black businesses. And I think if there's a company that is black owned that wants to make pancake mix, I think you should embrace it, especially after all this talking you've done over me over the show.
I don't want a Wakanda pancake.
That's a great idea.
Wakanda isn't a real place, Donnie.
But it's a place in our heart. We didn't even talk about Chadwick Boseman. We need to give some shout out.
Donnie, I love you. You have a great week.
Okay, well, I'm giving a shout out to Chadwick Boseman. I love him. I'm so proud of what he's done. And our prayers go out to him and his family. Our prayers go out to his family and Wakanda forever.
Okay. All right. With that, vote Democrat. I don't supposed to say that, but anybody except the guy that's in. And we will talk to y'all next week. Yeah, love y'all. Love y'all long time. Yeah, Donnie. Love you too. You have a great week.
Wakanda forever, y'all. Bye-bye.
Doni Jones Live.